CDC is about to have its 60th anniversary.
Wow, that is...
CDC has been here for 60 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long time, isn't it?
It has. I don't know where I have been.
It's been around 60 years now.
I don't know what to say, but I'd say congrats CDC.
To think that for 60 years, all these departments and all these amazing people have been here is just great. It's such a rewarding place to work.
60 years seems like a great long time. So to have an organization, a nonprofit organization, continue to thrive after 60 years, I think is fantastic.
It has to have a mission that has an effect on the community, that improves the community, that improves the lives of people, and that it's also managed so that it can be successful. And that has happened for the last 60 years.
Stability, I think, is a big thing, too. And knowing that a business has been around for that long kind of proves that we're here to stay.
I know the director that we have here, you know, his mind keeps turning and the wheels keep turning of new ideas and new things that CDC can do in their community. New ideas that can add additional employment opportunities by adding a new level, a new department. They're just always thinking.
We have a purpose and we want to stick to that purpose.
It's like, wow, 60th anniversary. And that's pretty special, and I feel really privileged to just be a real small part of it.
I think that's fantastic for the employees here and for the organization as a whole.
I didn't think CDC was that 16 years.
60. 60.
Oh yeah, 60?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a big.
It's the 60th anniversary of CDC. Did you know that?
Well, happy 60th anniversary, CDC.
CDC people are just compassionate.
Training for opportunities.
Client-focused. Rewarding.
Teamwork.
Meaningful.
Friendship.
Employees.
Muchas oportunidades.
Advancement opportunities.
Supportive.
CDC is a nonprofit organization local to the Chippewa Valley, and it employs disadvantaged and disabled individuals.
I've always known about CDC, but you don't really know CDC until you are here, because there's so many hidden secrets about CDC. We do a diversified amount of work here.
You come in for a day on the job. What do you do? Start to finish.
Get interviewed, sign papers.
I do hangers. We bend them. Some of them are bent and some of them are bad, so you gotta put those away pile.
Get interviewed, see the person dab.
I like to do seal. I like sewing shop too. And baking too. I feel good. I'm fast at it too.
Show around the tour of it, the building.
I like to work for shirts and label and nails.
I was trained in the print shop on printing shirts, screen printing, and at one time I was only able to do one color at a time. Now I'm up to four colors at a time. It feels like, look what I did. You know, it's an achievement.
I think the unique thing about CDC is that we do manufacturing, whether it's packaging or we do have some products of our own that we can sell. About 75% of our revenue is actually from things we make here at CDC or we make for somebody else.
I wash dishes, help bake, make cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
Are they any good?
Yeah.
I have another job outside of CDC too.
It's an awesome responsibility to be able to represent the people that work here, and there's a tremendous amount of pride, and it almost feels very much like a family. Sometimes people are able to say thanks. Sometimes I don't say thanks enough, but the acceptance that we have here and the feeling that you get of warmth from the moment you start working here or just coming in through our tour is just amazing. And I've never experienced it any other place that I worked at.
At CDC, everyone is treated equal. That's what I like about it. It don't matter that I can only use half my body, I'm still treated equally.
I think it's a common goal that you want someone's life to be better.
It opened and gave me a job. It's something I can earn extra money, and it's something to look forward to instead of sitting at home and looking at four walls all day.
It's still work that has to get done, and you have to do a quality job, and you have to get it done on time. But yet there's that mutual respect and trust, and we're very accepting for whatever you're able to bring to the table, as much as how much work you can complete. That's okay. So part of it is trying. I think we really try to reward trying and effort, and if we do those things, the results will come. We're willing to try different things, think outside the box, all for the betterment of the people in this community.
A lot of people don't realize how many different things CDC has that isn't just at our physical location.
We're making Big Donkey and Moke's pizzas for the Career Development Center. I was in pizza making before I was hired at the Career Development Center, so I have a little bit of a pizza background. To begin with, you have to eat with your eyes, so you want it presentable, and we know that our product is delicious. It's really important to build your pie and make sure enough is on the outside because it cooks to the middle.
Which one is your favorite?
Oh, I have to say the Supreme. I like a lot of goodies on it.
At some point, you see them in the stores or you hear people talking about them. What's that like for you?
Oh, I enjoy every moment of it. Purchasing our pizzas helps far more than you know.
We'll help people in the community with job placement. In Dunn County, we staff the people there at the recycling centers. We have a cafeteria at Presto. We help out in high schools a lot with individuals with disabilities with like a Project Search program.
Project Search is a 9-month internship for individuals with disabilities, and it's a post-secondary or in their last year of high school for individuals who are looking for that additional employment and educational soft skill training in order to be successful within our community. Phillips Career Development Center is one of the partners. They are with us on our steering committee and our business advisory committee. In addition, they provide the skills trainers who are on site every day with the interns. We have job developers through Career Development Center, and with the outcome of finding competitive employment for these interns who will soon become graduates.
And we help find them jobs in the community, and we also offer to DVR that we'll let them work at CDC until they find a job.
In a youth pursuit where they'll like tour different potential places to work so they get to learn more about it. So just there's so many programs at CDC.
My brothers have a disability, so it kind of started with that and wanting to find resources for them, and that kind of opened my eyes to a lot of people that need the same thing.
I knew a former board member and I took his spot. He introduced me to CDC and all that they offer and what they're about. I saw his passion for it. It got me excited and to be involved as well.
I just saw the advertisement for an opening and I applied. But 2 minutes into my interview, I knew that this is where I wanted to be.
I got approached by a person that I'd worked with in a previous job about potentially being on the board. And so I knew something about CDC, but I didn't know nearly as much as I thought I knew.
I was asked to join almost a year ago, and it's been great.
I just kind of developed a passion for this population, and I'm just helping people in general.
I got a tour. It was a chance to get on the board. I'd served on a nonprofit board when I lived in Madison, and it was a great opportunity. I was really excited to be part of it.
The impetus for me was the first time I toured and just seeing everything that happens here, and talking to some of the clients and getting their reactions to what they're doing and how much they enjoy what they're doing, and just seeing the atmosphere that everybody enjoyed being here and what they were doing.
I knew someone who was on the board, and he was telling me all about this and how he loves being on the board of directors, and he was telling me a little bit about the Christmas party, so I got in contact that way, and when I toured, I just loved it.
You are just embraced with such a warmth when you come into those doors that I couldn't imagine ever going anywhere else to work besides here.
I interned here and then stayed full-time. It's been such a fun experience getting to know everyone and helping plan all the events.
Sometimes there's roadblocks, but there's always people to kind of talk through those roadblocks and figure out ways to actually meet that person's need.
It started really back in 1959. The Phillips family is very prominent in Eau Claire. You see the library, the senior center. I think part of it is the Phillips family is we're majority owners, or our majority owners of Presto. They've been good to a number of organizations in the community, and we're very fortunate that they've chosen to think of us as well. It really started out as meager beginnings, and over time it continued to grow and grow and grow to where we're at today as CDC. This is our third building that we've been in. We've been here at the original Presto manufacturing facility since the mid-70s. This facility that we're in was the very first Presto manufacturing facility, so there were pressure cookers made here in the early 1900s. It's has gone through some transformations, but it's still got a lot of nooks and crannies. It's got a lot of character, and I like to say we have a lot of characters here too. So we just seem to fit really well. We have a lot of our employees that work at other facilities. Some of them work the cafeteria at Presto, some do cleaning there. So they get a really good indication of how the things that they're interested in at CDC or how it's being spent, because you can tell by the smiles on the people's faces. People have evolved and changed over time, but yet what's constant is still that we're able to help people with disabilities and disadvantages and build confidence and find meaningful things for people to do. There's just a lot of tradition in here, and it makes me really proud to be part of the organization and excited about what we're going to do going forward. We've been doing shoes for 6 years now. We have a great partner in Shields where they help us. They bring people in to fit everyone to get the right size shoes.
So we'll just need you to take a chair and take off your shoes, please, so we can measure your feet. Some of them, that's the only new pair of shoes they get a year, and all their shoes might have holes in it, and then they get this new pair and they get so excited, and it's just, yeah, such a good experience.
Let's get your heel all the way back, please.
How do they feel?
Perfect. There we go.
These are actually good.
Okay, well, let's go with it. We got the 9.5 for you then.
How do they feel?
Awesome.
Are you excited for your shoes?
Yeah.
You'd see the employees come in, and you give them their pair of shoes, and the excitement that they had, it brought a lump to your throat, I'll tell you. It's pretty neat.
Right here. That's such a fun day and so rewarding to be able to give it and know that CDC can do that for these people.
Hey, well, you know my whole thing.
Randy, I didn't know your last name, silly.
How you feel and how you walk, it keeps people active, which we want them to be active and healthy.
Do you know who the 11.5 is for?
Thank you.
That's what says
There's wine right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate when you do this for me. And so, thank you for my shoes, buddy.
Ready to go again? If you're ready, say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! For me, the favorite event is easily the Christmas party at the end of the year. You get the sense that everybody who's there loves being with everybody who's there, and they're all having a great time.
Be fine.
There's an excitement in the room. You know, there's just this buzz of people interacting.
Fred, how are ya? Everything from the pictures with Santa.
1, 2, 3.
To some of the MC that did some lame jokes.
What do you call a broke Santa Claus? Saint Nicholas. Nicholas.
I had a speaking part in that and enjoyed the heck out of that.
Why is Christmas just like another day at the office?
Because you do all the work and the guy in the flashy suit gets all the credit.
Then when the awards start to come out, and everybody's cheering for everybody who's getting awards.
I just want to thank everyone for all the hard work they do every year.
There are people there who have been there for just amazing time periods.
So she's working on 47 years. Nancy Schultz has been here 50 years. We're all about bringing people together. And I think that's the part that makes this such a special time for me.
It touched your heart.
You guys give me a lot of confidence. There's no way I would wear something as cool as this if I wasn't hanging out with you guys. No way. We do this because you guys help us make this all happen. So without you guys, we wouldn't have a party like this. So thank you guys for all your hard work. Have a Merry Christmas with all you and your family, and a Happy New Year. And let's just keep going and have a great 2019.
Our number 216.
At the golf event, the atmosphere there is always a very happy time. And I think it's not just because people like to golf. People understand that they're supporting an organization that does a lot of good in the community.
We're not an 18-hole event where you're out there for 5 or 6 hours. You're golfing for a few hours, but really the fun part, I think, is networking with other like-minded people that really are there to support the organization. We have some really good partners. Shields is a really strong partner.
The community is very supportive of us, and we want to be very supportive of the community in return. And Career Development Center is one of those opportunities where we feel our support can really make a difference in the lives of other people.
Group Help Cooperative is a strong partner for us as well. And we also utilize some of the students from UW-Eau Claire. They help sell some of our spots and help get these, and it's a major part of their grade from the Advanced Sales and Marketing class at UW-Eau Claire for the spring semester. What we gain from it, that could vary from year to year. We combine a lot of different things in, which it looks like we aren't, but there's a lot of learning that goes in with all the other parts. For our golf outing, we're making stroke counters. Those are all being made by the people on the work floor, and we've had one of our people on our staff, Emily, she came up with an idea, a way of doing it that was easier for people to do that. Part of it is just people being aware of what we do. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everyone being out here.
Carson Park. Greg and Emily from the CDC are with us. We appreciate you guys coming up.
For our employees, this is Christmas in July. We have two big days of the year, and one is the Christmas party and one is Express Day.
We started doing that before I started. What we changed then is we always were dependent upon having someone sponsor us for the event, and we would send our employees, but the event would really be about the other business and a little bit about CDC. So maybe a half a dozen years ago, we decided that we just wanted to have our night. So we have sponsored ourselves, we pass out shirts that day, but it really became a bigger event then because it's all about CDC.
I'm getting good at my signature now. I'm on a roll.
Players come to CDC on the day of the game.
1, 2, 3.
But you had what? You had, was about a dozen players or so out? I know the coaches were there, 13 total.
Yeah, and yeah, they had a great time. Again, worked with some of our employees, had lunch with everybody, signed a bunch of baseballs.
They're just excited, just want to see where I'm from and where, like, what position I am and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. And then they like to tell me about their story or if they know somebody who plays baseball and stuff. So it's cool. It's cool to get to know everybody and see where they're from.
Thanks to Express, thanks to Trax over here. Again, we really appreciate the support. Thank you guys.
I mean, I've got to sign like autographs and stuff for kids when like we're at the games and stuff, but this is a whole other experience. I love it.
If some of our employees maybe can't get to the game, or they don't want to go, or they're not comfortable, we want our people here to feel like part of the event. So by having the Express come to CDC, they're at the game even if they don't attend. It's just a great day for our employees and for the Express.
You basically run the place there.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You've been there for that long, you definitely run that place.
But I don't run it.
Tanner Kolob is actually a cousin of one of our clients.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Step up to the mound. Your pitch.
Yeah! Nice. Strike.
Yeah, it is.
Good boy.
Thanks, Tanner.
No problem. It's a good pitch.
Go Express.
Again, the Phillips Career Development Center, tonight's game day sponsor.
We do support other nonprofits. We do Bowling for Kids' Sake.
1, 2, 3. Bowl for Kids' Sake.
Every single shift they start with 1, 2, 3 bowl for kids' sake, and everybody gets to bowl the first round at the same time.
I think as you know, some of these events that different companies would support, they're sending their staff to go there, and we decided that we're going to have our employees go there because a lot of them are in Special Olympics and bowl every Saturday as well.
A lot of them bowl all the time. A lot of them brought their own balls with them for this event, so they love getting to do it.
Even as nonprofits, we need to stick together. We need to support one another in each of our missions. And so this is just one way that CDC definitely helps us out. And in return, what we give them is a wonderful event that their clients can come out, have a great time, and get to know each other outside of that environment. To be friends. It doesn't matter if you're an administrator or a client or a manager or an entry level. Everyone's together as equals having fun at this event.
They have a great time. They're helping one another.
Having the clients here and watching them have a lot of fun is the best part. They love coming here. They love getting to bowl, but they also love getting to hang out with each other and hanging out with the staff a little bit after hours. Yay!
It's kind of neat. It's kind of nifty. It's awesome. And I like it.
That is the Ellie Phillips CDC, and we glow in the dark. Give it up for We Glow in the Dark.
We're doing some really cool shirts that are glow in the dark, and we're teaching someone else another skill on how to do t-shirts.
When the strobe lights went out and the black lights came out, their shirts glowed, which was so awesome for them. But they love being here and talking with everybody else that was here and getting to network a little bit in their terms for it.
I think this organization, if anything, it's going to be needed even more and more as we continue to go through the decades to come and as Eau Claire grows and as the needs grow.
Our biggest strategy right now is to really look at ways that we can improve through technology, but by assisting people be able to get more output from what they're doing. We've really tried to focus more on some of our manufacturing processes on the near term. We're trying to be ISO 9001 certified. That way, people in the community or outside of the area are going to expect a certain standard of product that comes through here. We also think that's a competitive advantage for our employees being trained here, to being trained in something that has very written procedures going forward. So if they want a job in the community and it's an ISO certified facility, someone might maybe choose our person over somebody else. We work with UW Eau Claire, UW Stout. UW Stout is helping us build a machine that will make it easier for someone to do woodworking.
Phillips, in their wood shop, they make bed frames. And this is the queen bed frame. This project started in the spring of 2018. And that was the first group that took this project and created a design for it. Their design was to automate half of the queen bed frame assembly. In the fall of 2018, they made this machine. And what you see they made is the table that it sits on, the assembly fixture here, and they had the gantry on it.
So there's two different size length of nails, so that's why there's two nail guns.
We create some diagrams to aid them in making the program. They didn't have any of the motion. It wasn't in the controls class at their point when they came through it. It is now. They were able to run through some of the labs that I created to use this type of motion.
We also added a couple of components like this ice cube relay and circuit breaker up here.
They did a bang-up job.
You can have someone that has the capability of putting the pieces into this fixture and putting the glue on is just as important as the person that's sitting behind that operator door and pushing a button that assembles it. It's just important as the next person that assembles the final piece of the assembly.
It'll mean that a person that might not have been able to maybe hold a nail gun or perform a certain function, they can now participate in that and become very capable as far as building some of these frames that we do for beds and other products.
It feels great just knowing that we accomplished something that's going to impact people's lives and help folks that are disadvantaged, and just making their lives happier is something that really is a great learning experience and feels good to be a part of.
We have to continue to make a quality product. We have to continue to have relationships with people, bring people in to see what we do. That's our best word of mouth. We're not always going to get every job. There's other businesses that can do as good or better than us on certain things, but we're only going to get better if you give us a chance. So all we're asking is, try us on something. Give us honest feedback. We really want to know how we did and how we can improve. That's the best way we can learn and we can teach people. Without that, then we're just left guessing, and that's a tough place to be in.
I'm just excited to continue to grow our board too. We're looking for additional board members, and it's just a great collaboration of people on the board today. I'm just excited about where the organization is going overall.
I'm thinking that in another 40 years we'll be celebrating the 100th anniversary of the organization.
Is it fair to say that there's a job for almost anybody at CDC?
Absolutely. I would say we're about building confidence. So if you do need a job, we will try to understand what you're looking for, and we will try to fit you in. Now, again, if we do well with our production, if we have some funding for it, we need all those pieces to come together, whether it's events that we do that are fundraising, if it's getting work done on time, whether it's another program supporting us and sending employees here. All those pieces make this work. And then the fun part of it is how creative can we do with that funds to make someone's experience the most enjoyable they've ever had.
I love working CDC a lot. This is the best work ever.
I like it here very much. I like the people and I love working.
It's a good place to be. So I made a lot of friends and I get along with everybody.
I like my classes. They're nice. I just like what I do here.
It's something that I'm very proud of and being a part of it.
Happy 60th anniversary.
You're great.
I'm sweating bullets right now.
It's gonna be what you're used to.
I'm
Is it the lights or the headphones? Is it?
No, I'm nervous. I don't like cameras.
You would not have known for a minute. You're great.
Thanks.